Hello, my fellow gamers. Welcome back to Comfortable Gaming. Xbox just announced a couple of classic games that are coming to Game Pass. This was a little bit of surprise for me. Like, there's a couple of these games that didn't know even existed. And starting off first with Elder Scrolls Legends Battle of the Spire. So obviously these Elder Scrolls games are before my time, and I think this is one of the early Bethesda works that they done. I think it's cool to see these classic games. Before I go any further, just to let you know guys, all of these games are PC Game Pass games only. So for us on consoles and players that have Game Pass on console, just play on the Xbox consoles, fortunately you won't be able to play these games. I firstly want to say you're not going to miss out on too much. These are really old games. Unless you played them back in the day and you kind of want to jump back into nostalgia, these are, when I say classic games, they're really, really old games. And like, I thought Arena was the first Elder Scrolls game, then we got Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and then obviously the Elder Scrolls Online games, but I guess there were games before that which was somewhere in between. I don't know, I haven't not heard about these games. I might check these out, but it's a little bit really old. Like, Morrowind is really not aged the best. It's still a great game to play, for example. I still love it. But for someone as a newcomer, it will be very hard to get into. I mean, maybe you guys must try it if someone's interested in these games. But yeah, it's a cool thing to add to Game Pass, I think, and more classic Bethesda games. Next, we got Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. And this is something that looks also quite interesting. And just to explore the lore part of it in these classic games, I would like to maybe go back and try these out, because I've always liked the races in Elder Scrolls. To choose in all day stories and origins has always been cool. Doesn't matter which race you pick. So yeah, and this Redguard one looks quite interesting as well, and quite an interesting things that I never knew that I'm quite interested maybe to check out. Again, these games look very old, I don't think they age too well, but yeah, it's Elder Scrolls. It's always something cool to find out if you haven't played. So it was quite a big surprise for me when I saw these games. So Redguard they're all available now on Game Pass, which is quite nice. Next up, we got Quake 4, and this is a game I have played. It is a great classic, and it's nice to see this come to PC Game Pass. I wish some of these ports would come to console, but at the same time, I think I would love to see a Quake remaster at some point, or a Quake reboot with a new Quake game. I mean, with like Doom mechanics of movement and fighting style. I mean, Doom Eternal has become, and Doom 2016 when they came out, have become a big thing for Bethesda, kind of revitalizing that franchise. And Doom is such those games, epic. Doom Eternal is one of my favorite games of all time, and I always loved Quake back in the day. And the multiplayer also, the local lands with Quake always brings me great memories. So Quake 4 was always a fun game to play, and spooky and weird as well as it can be. And I would love to see more Quake, and I would love to see a reboot or a remaster at some point. So this coming to Game Pass PC is also a really cool thing to check out. If you never played Quake 4 is also quite a fun one to check out. It's more stylish towards horror, like let's say Doom 3 was. And now we have Wolfenstein 3D, another classic Wolfenstein installment. If you played Wolfenstein back in the day, you know what it's all about. It feels like Doom, Bethesda made fun games back in the day. They still do, and I would love to see a new Doom more. And I would love to see more than a Doom. I enjoy Doom Eternal. It's quite a fresh game to me. Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2 are great. Is to see, obviously, a new Wolfenstein game would be amazing. I love Wolfenstein, and this is another fun classic to jump into. Some of these games are very old, but they're quite fun games. You will be surprised to play, and I love the old 3D styles and fighting Hitler back in the day. Wolfenstein has always been a great game. So yeah, new Wolfenstein hopefully at some point. And the last game on the list is Wolfenstein Return to Castle, and this is also a classic Wolfenstein adventure. And I'm surprised to see this game, because actually it was originally published by Activision, as some people don't know. So this could be something that they're adding this now to Game Pass, that maybe the Activision deal is pretty much done or close to being done, or some section has been signed. I don't know. That could be something interesting. And yeah, it's more of the more newer Wolfenstein games. It's not that classic 3D looking games that you play like the classic Dooms. So very cool trailer for back in the day. I've always, like I said, loved Wolfenstein. So yeah, really awesome PC games coming to Game Pass. I mean, I guess PC is winning these days with everything, from a lot of PlayStation games coming to a bunch of Game Pass games that are not on console Game Pass. So yeah, if you're on PC and you have Game Pass, then you have probably a massive backlog like I do, and if you play both on PC and console, you have a massive backlog as well. But yeah, it's nice to see some of these classics maybe you missed out, you want to play. Although I do feel some of them, like the Elder Scrolls games, are really, really old. But I mean, there's some magic to it, maybe to check out. Something I would like to check out, just loving these games. And some Wolfenstein games that are just fun, and Quake 4 has always been fun. So, cool little addition to Game Pass added today. That's quite interesting to see. From there, that more Bethesda classic games that I didn't know about on here. So, yeah, the more games, the merrier, I suppose. And most for somebody who's maybe missed out on these games and wants to play them and things like that, which is really cool. So yeah, thank you again, guys, for watching. I'll keep you updated for the September games soon that are coming. And yeah, excited for more Game Pass games.